Hi, this is Denise from GoPlanetEarth.com. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to make 3D soaps using the Mold Market Popsicle and oval leaf molds. Follow along and see how easy it is to create a 3D soap. The oval leaf mold is ideal for making soaps on the rope. Let's get started. Let's start with the trimming part. Quite honestly, it doesn't even matter if the two mold pieces are trimmed exact. I use scissors and cut around each molded cavity. What's most important is that you leave a minimum of 3/8 to 1/2 inch edge around all sides of the mold pieces when you're trimming. You will be securing both the front and back halves with either blue painter's tape or binder clips. Having that edge to secure the binder clips is critical. A heavy-duty paper cutter also works for cutting the plastic. However, scissors were my option and I had no problem cutting the plastic. You've probably noted that the molds have a pour spout. This is where you will be pouring the melted soap into the two pieces once they're joined. However, you will need to cut an opening in that pour spout to enable you to pour the soap. I used a small hacksaw that I purchased at Home Depot. I used it to saw through the end of that pour spout. Yes, it was an added step, but once you have prepped this mold, it is good to go and it can be used over and over without having to do any of the cutting again. I have shown the 3D popsicle using blue painter's tape and then the 3D oval leaf using the binder clips. I found that both work equally well and I had very little seepage around the edges when pouring at a very low temperature. My pouring temperature was around 140 degrees. Let's take a look at that popsicle mold. As you can see, we've already aligned the front and back pieces and sealed the edges with blue painter's tape that we purchased from Home Depot or any other hardware store. The next step is to insert the wooden popsicle stick into the pour spout. The soap clips are ideal for this and keep that pop stick centered while pouring the soap. You need to keep the mold in an upright position while pouring the soap into that channel. We elected to use 2 coffee cups to help keep that mold upright. You don't need anything fancy. Basically, you just need to keep the mold in an upright position so that you can put your pop stick into that mold and then pour your melted soap. Once you cube and melt the soap in the microwave, then add your fragrance and color. You're going to want to allow that soap base to cool down to a comfortable pouring temperature. A good guide is this: if you can dip your pinky finger into the melted soap comfortably, then it's a good time to pour. The suggested pouring temperature for 3D molds will be around 135 to 139 degrees. You can use that as a gauge if you're using a soap thermometer. If you're pouring at a high temperature, you're going to risk having the soap seep out between the edges of the mold and you're going to have to do much more trimming. As with any mold, you're going to need to allow enough time for the soap to set up until it's firm. Depending on your pouring temperature, this could take anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. Personally, I like to let my soaps set up overnight. Once the soap is firm, carefully remove the top half of the mold. Flip the mold over and then gently press on the back side of the mold. The soap should pop out. When using the popsicle mold, don't forget to remove the soap clips before releasing the soap from the mold. You will need to take a sharp kitchen knife and trim away any overflow that has occurred between the two soap halves. A vegetable peeler is another option and seems to work great. I use binder clips for the oval leaf mold. As you will note, I used 5 clips and had no issue of excessive soap seepage between the two mold halves. Again, you need to keep your pouring soap temperature to around 135 to 139 degrees. I propped the molds between the coffee cups and then poured the soap into the channel. Be sure you pour past the pouring channel. This will be cut off later, but to ensure a nice rounded oval edge, you'll want to fill past that channel. Once the soap is set up firm, remove the clips and gently pull away one of the mold halves. Flip the soap over and remove the other mold half. Using a sharp kitchen knife, trim away that pouring channel and then clean up the edges of the mold. As you can see, the Oval 3D soap makes a lovely soap that looks very similar to high-end hand-milled soaps. The leaf impression on the soap gives it that organic feel, but still with a touch of class. Want to make soap on the rope? Here's how. Cut a piece of cord, and you can buy this at any fabric store, into a 7-inch length. Fold the cord in half and then insert the ends of the cord into the channel area of the mold once you have poured your soap. You will want to insert the cord ends far enough into the soap that it doesn't come out during shower use. Again, it's a bit of time to prep these molds, but once that's done, they're good to go and easy to use for many, many more soap pours. The Popsicle and Oval 3D molds are available for purchase at www.goplanetearth.com. Until next time, happy soaping!